Welcome back everyone joining us again, and hello to anyone here for the first time. In the last video we found the blueprint for the SeaGlide and realised we still needed SIL to make the high capacity air tank, which might stop us drowning. So let's jump back into SubNautica. So let's go and sort out the SeaGlide. And to do that, just need to top up on a couple of things. A couple of the mushrooms. Most importantly, we need the lubricant, which we get from the clusters. Things do get slightly more enjoyable in terms of swimming once you've got, we'll take 2 just to be on the safe side, and this time we'll try and keep a little bit of a closer check on the air so that we don't die again. That's one hell of a moon.
It's amazing.
A moon or a planet? I'm not quite sure. Right. Okay. So to finish off, let's just have a quick little check. Yeah, so we need a battery, lubricant, copper and wire. I think I said copper. I meant copper. But we need to make a battery. So back up. Go. Battery. And also copper wire. And in our main basic materials, we should be able to go down and make the lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Great. Right. So, at last, we can now make our first vehicle, the SeaGlide. Look at that great beast.
The SeaGlide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Okie dokie.
Do you stay within 5 kilometres? Or do you like wander off?
Well, I think, to be honest with you, most of the time, 5 kilometres is quite a way. So, yeah.
That's not looking too good,
That's
is it?
not looking too good, is it? No. I can't actually remember if the fire gets worse, but I'm sure at some stage it will. It'll tell us it's all going to go horribly wrong. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. We just have to get on with it. Right. We can go back out in the dark. We just need to highlight a lot of the bits of equipment. Look.
Wow, look at
He's
that.
impressed with his new toy.
Look at that.
I'll tell you what I think we do need is a bit of food.
You've got a bit of thrust now.
Yes.
Bit of power.
Let's grab a peeper. Come on, mister. Where have you gone? He's back. Oh, there we go. Might see if we can just grab one more. Do they go to bed at night? I'm not sure. Now. Yeah.
With one eye open.
Yes. Looks like they've only got one eye. Oh, there's a... Oh, there we go. Bit of pop-up. No, come here. Don't swim away from me, you pig. I think I got it, did I? Quick check. No, we only got the peeper. Okay.
Oh, you're much faster though
Oh
now.
my god. Slippery. Yeah, but they really? Oh. And we've got another radio. I think I'm just going to go and make this peeper into food, and we can listen to it. Excellent. Right. It even comes with a torch. Look at that.
You like that, don't you?
I do, yes. Right. We'll just have a bit of grub. Let's go. Let's get rid of that. Listen to the message.
Plan pre-recorded distress call.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by this Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Right.
Do you think he's a goner?
I think prospects are quite low, aren't they? Really. So we've got one there. And I think, has that been added to? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Are you going to help any of these people?
Well, no.
Every man for himself,
Well,
that's what I say.
I've got the SeaGlide. What you can also do is, let's just explain a couple of things. So, in here, blueprints. So, if you just scroll up and down, this will gradually fill out more and more, obviously, as you pick up more and more blueprints. This is quite an interesting little bit. This basically is the beacon manager, and you can turn them all off and all on, but also individually. At the moment it doesn't seem much like a problem, but gradually you will pick up more and more things. You'll get more signals. Also, every time you make a vehicle, it ends up with a beacon. So you'll end up with a Seamoth, and then there are other vehicles that you make in the game that will also... I'm not going to tell you what they are, just in case you've not seen the game before. So, there we go. Right. Okay, so next is going to be the high capacity air tank, which we need a bit of silver for. I will just go and double check. I think we have everything else. Yeah, so we've got the standard O2 tank because that's what's on our back. We just need a bit of silver, so that's fine. But now we have the SeaGlide. We can go a bit further.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh dear. That's one hell of an explosion.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh, that's going to come in handy.
Yeah.
The radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Right, so the radiation suit, obviously now we've been given the blueprint for that, so we'll need to make it. You're relatively safe. What that explosion actually causes is sort of around the Aurora is a radiation zone. And quite importantly, also obviously on it, because in the fairly near future, we're going to have to go off and investigate the interior, which is quite exciting. Right, back to our next important thing, which is to go and find some silver. Nearest place for silver to where you are is things like the grassy plains and the kelp forest. So here is the nearest kelp forest. So we just need to start...
Horrible sand sharks.
Yeah, sand
well.
sharks. They're not too bad. They will come and bite your ass. Oh, hello. Really? Come on, leave me alone. Leave
He's
me alone. Leave me alone.
ugly.
What we're hoping is that along walls like this, so that's unfortunately that's limestone, but we'll have a bit of that. Whatever that one is, copper again. Right, so hopefully
30 seconds.
here we go. I think I've just got time to get this. So here's a sandstone one. I think that was gold, so we'll have to keep looking. we do need a piece of gold for something. Can't remember what it is. But the most important one is the silver. So the game operates a random spawning of resources. So unfortunately, you could die, reload, and you'll end up with spawning in a different place. So now to keep going. Here's another box. We could have a look, and another bit of sandstone. So we can do the box. What's in the box? I think that might be the next piece of the laser cutter. Come on. Two out of three. Right, sandstone. Come on now. Give us a bit of silver. Yay!
It's an essential component of many habitat modules.
Look, some more.
I think I only need one. Obviously, that would give us the high capacity tank.
Oxygen.
Yes, I'm good. Bloody surface. Let's shoot back to the pod, and we can make our high capacity air tank. I do like the great bird glitch you get in this game. So if you just look above, see that they just start moving?
They were stuck together though,
They
to start with.
They could be stuck together. Sometimes you come out and if you just look above, there'll be one frozen in the air, not moving, and then it'll suddenly just start moving. Bless you, Unknown Worlds. Great game, but some fairly significant glitches. Right, so we need... So what you have to do here, because you might be thinking, well, I don't understand because I've already got that. Yes, you have got it, but unfortunately, it's not in your inventory. So we have to go back here and unequip. Back to the fabricator. Oh, wrong one. And there we go. So at the moment, we're back to 45 because obviously we've taken the air tank off. I think it was 75 before. So let's find out what we jump to. I think from memory it's about 1.
And that makes you feel so happy, doesn't it? Because it's
It does. Oh, I see.
such a
It's already
bane.
put it in it. Yeah. So we're up to 135. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even realise it automatically put it in there. We've got another message.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Great.
they were a bit late, weren't they?
They are. And a little bit of lag there between the words coming out and the text coming up on the screen. Yeah, we definitely need their help. Right, so we can now go a little bit further and therefore a little bit deeper. But as is the almost constant need in this game, we need a bit more food and a bit more water before we go off and maybe go and have a look at stranded life pods.
So how far down can you go in the SeaGlide?
Theoretically, you can go, I think, about 900 meters. There's a strange thing, and again, anybody wants to put this in the comment and have a look, again, probably just a quick Google. There are vehicles that you manufacture in the game. Here's a peeper. Come to me, Mr. Peeper. That allow you to go further and deeper. But the slightly strange thing is... Really? Come on. Where have you gone? Yeah, that's one. Oh, I've been poisoned again. I didn't mean to. Has that killed that peeper? Where did the peeper go?
Don't know.
No, I don't know either. thought it might have helped me out.
There, look.
Yeah. Oh, come on. This can be a little frustrating. There we go. Right, so we've got 2. Water. So I think we might just go and nab a bladderfish. Go. Right. Takes a little bit of getting used to the SeaGlide and not whizzing around, but if you try and collect fish, they're still moving at the same speed, but you're now moving more quickly. Right. Make some water. And food. So I think I picked up another one. Okay. So you can make cured food, which basically is a bit of salt and the food that you've got, and that will allow you to have the food in your inventory for a little bit longer without it going off. Because if you look in here, at the moment it says 32 and 5, but within one game day that will have probably dropped to half, and I think you've got about 2 days maximum before it goes off, and if you eat it, you're not very well. Right. Okay.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever tried it?
Yes, I've tried it
What's
once.
it do to you?
It just makes you... your health goes down.
Mm?
You don't die, but your health does go down. So we definitely need to eat one of these fish. And one of those. One of those. Yeah, look, I think that's dropped already, hasn't it?
Yeah, look.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm sure it said 32 and 5.
Yeah, it's so unforgiving, this
Oh,
game.
yes.
They don't. They think of everything, don't they, to make you really have to survive.
A little bit of semi-reality in non-reality. Right. Next on the agenda is to go. Who was first? I think they were first, weren't they? Have we got enough? We've got... I think we'll probably have to take these now. So... There's the water. There's... Okay, so we can now last. That should buy us enough time. So let's go and visit our first life pod. It's also in the shallows. The way this develops is quite clever because the first pod is in the shallows and then gradually they just start appearing further away and deeper, making them slightly harder to get to.
Can you remember who's in this one?
It was the woman, wasn't
'Cause
it?
it tells you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. I do with just keeping an eye out. But more for sandstone than anything. Because around here it's not that common. Again, we've got another... Is that something to scan? I think it is, isn't it? Right. Mobile vehicle bay. Again, not going to say much about it. Oh, hello.
Oh, what was that one?
That's a store. Oh, here we go. Right.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's not gone well, is it? Didn't they mention something about they had a dodgy SeaGlide?
There's a hole in my
I
life
think
pod.
dodgy SeaGlide is the least of their worries. Most of the pods will have an abandoned PDA message or...
Integrating new PDA data.
And you'll also get these data boxes. So you open them up.
New blueprint acquired.
That was for the compass. So compass, which we will go and make that's so if you already have the blueprint for something that is scannable, this is what happened. We need to get up there pretty quick. I think we're okay. I could do with the SeaGlide to get there quicker. So if you noticed, we picked up... Where have we gone? Where are you? There you are. We picked up 2 bits of titanium, which is what you pick up when you've already got the blueprint for something. So it'll just scan it as normal, but you don't get to make it again, or you don't get another blueprint. You literally just get 2 titanium. Doesn't matter what it is, because during the game you'll scan 50, 60, 70, 80, maybe even 100 things. It's getting dark.
Titanium's probably the most useful, isn't it?
Yeah, and titanium is the one
minerals.
that even when you progress and you've unlocked lots of other materials, you will always just get, and it doesn't matter how big the item is, you'll always just get 2 titanium. But titanium is useful. So, see what I mean by, I think I said this in the last video, it's quite easy to end up further away than you think. When I know it said, I think 500 metres, didn't it?
That's what I said to you. Do you always stay?
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, we're fine.
You're a wanderer, aren't you?
Well, you have to be in this game. That is the whole point. You have to explore
And a
in this
scavenger.
game. And a scavenger.
You take any old crap back, don't you, that place?
Well, it's home. It's not much of a home, to be honest with you. You know. Oh, hello. Thank you. You know, a lot of people have, you know, got bigger bathrooms, but right, here we go. So, yeah, again, you know, you can just take one. We'll make some titanium. No, we won't. We're not in there, are we? We're in the, I'm trying to store it. So, let me just get my bearings. What I'm trying to do now. Let's turn that into there. Silicon, I think we've already got a couple of bits of that, so we won't do that. We've already got the air tank, so we've unlocked a couple of other things here. So one of the blueprints was a compass, which is going to prove very useful because you always lose your sense of direction. And so if you know where something is, say you've been somewhere, my advice is always spin it round, have a look at where the life pod is, or you know, another location that you maybe build and you've got a marker for it. We'll talk about beacons further on into the game, which will prove again very useful. But once you've got the compass, which I'm going to make in a minute, that will allow you to see just the opposite direction. So if you're going south, you need to go north, just turn around and go the other way. Right. We need to make the step. So copper and the wiring kit. So let's just go back, check. I've got a horrible suspicion that the wiring kit needs 2 silver. Right.
So we need some more silver.
So we need more silver.
Is that from the sandstone?
That's the sandstone again. So I'm afraid have we got another message? Yes, we have.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know.
Oh, you're feeling
We're
bad
now en
now?
route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Right. Yes. Well, to be honest, from our end, it's not bloody very good either. So you crack on and try and come and rescue us, please. And I think we'll call it a day. Not sure which one, but what the hell. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to click on the like button. And why not hit that subscribe button on the right as well. Have a good morning, evening or night. Game Preacher out.